Alright, hello and welcome guys, it's JSP Gaming here, and today we're going to be having a look at probably the most budget deck I've ever seen. I got this for $9.99 off Skate Hut, so it wasn't even second hand or anything. But now it's going for $39.99, down from $120, and to be honest I don't know why it would ever have been $120. So it's called the Phase 2, I can't remember what the name is, but the Phase 2 deck. It's actually, I didn't know this, but after I received it I looked at the bottom and it says Razer USA. I don't know if you can see it, maybe. Razer USA. So it's actually a deck made by Razer, and I think this is like their kind of phase 2 of making scooter parts, because obviously everyone knows Razer, they still make scooters, as in like the really cheap children ones, you know, like the bolted headset, everything like that. So this is kind of like the step up from that, but still it's not perfect, and we'll be going over that in this video. Alright, you'll have to excuse me if I am sweating a bit, because it is that hot in this little shed of mine that my flash will refuse to work on my phone because it says the iPhone needs to cool down before I can use it. So, right, let's get into some close-ups of the deck and a bit of the specs on it. So, the way they sized this deck is a bit weird. Like, they didn't do it to complete whole numbers, they did it points and stuff like that. I've got it written here because I can't remember. So the deck is 4.25 wide, which is a bit weird, but it's wide enough that I can fit my foot on it. I have ridden this, as you can see. I just chucked some cheap grip tape on it when I bought it, some Sacrifice stuff. I know I did a bad job, but it's alright. Yeah, it's just Sacrifice grip tape. So I have ridden this a little bit, and I have found some problems with it. I haven't ridden it that long because, to be honest, I didn't really like it. It was just weird because it had the curved sides, like how the older scooters have. They're not squared. Alright, so and then the length of the deck is 19.71, so 19.71 inches long, which again is a bit weird of the sizing, or why they couldn't just put it whole numbers. Alright, so if you have a look at the front here, there's a couple of cutouts on the logo of this deck, which is pretty cool because normally on the cheaper decks you don't get them cutouts where you can see forks in it. Whether that is because it costs a little more to cut it out, or I don't know. But it's got this huge head tube here. It's not got any design on it. It's literally just a huge chunky thing. It is hollow though, so it makes it a little lighter. At the front it doesn't have any cutouts, so you shouldn't have to worry about anything bending. It's all around the edges there. Now as you move to the back, it does have like curved in dropouts here, filled with plastic as well, so again that is a good thing. Like, for how cheap this deck is, that is a good thing. It has those plastic things here to stop these parts bending in, because I have had a few decks where they do bend in and then you can't put your axle in. So let's get onto that actually, the axle, because this is kind of like, again, because it is quite a cheap scooter, you wouldn't expect much from it. So let me just pop these out. Let's pop the axle out first. So it comes with a kind of weird slide out system. So this kind of works as the spacers for inside the deck. So it's got two things here, like built-in space out. Alright, so as I was saying before I was interrupted by Mr. Grinder, yeah, it has two spacers built in, and then the brake, this is all like one metal piece, which you just slide in to the back here. So you can't really run this scooter without a brake. So you slide it in there, like so. And then you just grab your axle, because these do have spacers for the other side as well, which are these little pieces, which then just go slot in the other side. Where are you? There. So they just pop in there. They do normally come out with the axles, you just have to be careful not to lose them. Like that. Where did that go? Oh my god, it's so hot. Ow, ow. So hot in here. Alright, so that's that. But one thing I do have to say about this deck, when I was riding it before, I could not get this back axle tight enough. Like, it was that tight, I couldn't move it anymore whatsoever, but my wheels still rattled. I tried it with multiple different wheels, so the bearings brand new, spacers inside the bearings obviously, and I still could not get that tight. And when I first got it, it was fine. It's just after a little while, something seemed to happen. Maybe it was the built-in spacer system that had worn away a little bit maybe, but yeah, like I said, I just found it rattled and it wasn't greatly made for long use. Like, I had it for about a week before that started happening, so not great. But for the price that I got it for, $9.99 for a deck, that is not bad at all. So if it comes down to that price again, I'd definitely pick one up just to have as a spare, or if you need a deck, it is good for the price. But at the price now, about 40 quid, you could probably get better ones like Districts and stuff like that. So I would go for the District instead of this. But yeah, I would not. I don't know why this deck was ever 120, because you can get so much better decks for that price. So yeah, all depends on price really. But overall, it's an alright deck if you're on a budget. So yeah, I hope this video helped out a little bit, because I did see it was on sale, so that's why I decided to make this video. So if it did help out, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. If you want to see my current setup, I've got 2 down there and then about 6 decks and loads of bars. If you want to see my scooter parts setup, I've got a pit bike here. If you want to see some pit bike videos, just leave a comment down below what you want me to do and I will get on that. So yeah, and I'll see you guys next time.